Hello there and welcome to a bit of Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Today we're going to be talking to this wobbly fuck and deciding what else we're going to do. Okay, so I remember that we talked to him before, so let's hop on. So one piece of praise I have to give to Enter the Dragonfly, in a way, is that they do have like the unique level things that means to get to different levels. I realise that's sort of stretching the praise. Alternatively you could say, well, you've also lost the consistency of Spyro 1 and 2's portals. Spyro Year of the Dragon also had some new ones as well. So, let's have a look at what this level has for us. Automatically talking to the NPC, interesting. Excuse me one moment. So, I have to say, I do like the voice acting. I do apologise. Apparently my package is going to be here. Sorry, my mum sent me a text. Right, okay, so is there anything back here that I need to explore? No. No hidden walls, no anything like that. So, let's begin our exploration of the level. Okay, so they don't glow from the heat, but they do wobble. Today's safe word, wobble. So it's a bit late to really sort of be telling me about the stronger vases. So those are the smaller Riptocs, it seems. These are the larger ones. They haven't really quite made it clear, other than the fact that they're colour coded. Otherwise, they have essentially the same size. There's something glowing over here. Like, is that sound just the firefly? Or rather the glowflies? Yeah, fireflies. I was thinking of dragonflies earlier, my apologies. So it appears as though it is. Now this green gas, as far as I can tell, is not lethal. Okay. So we managed to catch a gem, but not the... Oh, sorry. The sound of the vase has just come up then. Can you see why this game reviewed so badly on my channel? Doing this till 4 o'clock, by the way. I'm not editing this out. You're gonna see how fucking miserable this is. Because I need to show how bad this is. I can't let it go unseen. I want to bat for this game, I really do, but things like that really take the piss. Oops, the daisies, okay. We ain't going up that way then. Might as well demonstrate the lightning breath as well while I got it. Now, I think in one of the Spyro games, the lightning breath was like a continual beam that would like latch onto things. I think it was actually in the Legend of Spyro games for like the PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 and whatnot. My mate Ollie gave me a copy of the Dawn of the Dragon that he was given, because he knew that I like Spyro. So I thought, oh, cheers, right. Can't go that way yet, it appears, but we know we can go through that door at least. There's also whistling coming from behind it. This music as well is quite uncharacteristically subtle for Stuart Copeland. He has a lot of subtle things in his music, but the songs themselves usually usually quite bombastic or upbeat. I think he had help on this one, and yeah, it's quite apparent that they helped him tone it down a bit. More's the pity. Oh, okay, use the bubble breath now, but we can use the flame breath, and that'll be our skill point, destroying all the scarecrows, it seems. Well, that was a rather helpful NPC. Usually NPCs are quest givers, as demonstrated by Spyro 2, but don't you dare fucking tease me, I swear to Christ. Just fucking shit. Wait, they could have just had them just sat there idly. They could have just done that. But no. They had to make me chase the fucking things. They could have been tied to challenges. They could have been stationary. But no. No, they had to play silly buggers, didn't they? Now, how do the farmers get up here without the UFOs, I wonder? You may be seeing further evidence of the unnecessary... oh, got snagged on something there. The air. Great. Yeah, you may be beginning to appreciate why I prefer like the smaller level design and how less is measurably more. Almost didn't make that. Let's have a look through this here portal. See what's through here. Is it going to be a tank level, I wonder? Reminds me. I have one keys, but no, that's better. Sorry, just saving the game. Okay. Seems simple enough. Sorry, I keep changing the oh. Did they mention anything about headbutting the platforms? I can't remember. Oh, I see, so I gotta hop off and hop back on again. So that character there is called Farmer John, which doesn't really work in this game because, haha, no Farmer John. The reason why it doesn't work is because, like, there was the references to John Barleycorn in the previous game. John Barleycorn being a, I think like a Welsh or Old English song. I can't remember. And they don't have that here, so it's not great. Unless they're going for a generic farmer name. Haha, haha, haha. Yeah, okay. I should have listened to that really for the sake of audio, but yeah. Yeah. Like, this is a decent puzzle, but like the game is so floaty. Like, not to try and make excuses, but my word. And the amount of waiting. Oh my word. Like, you have to wait for like the camera to correct itself. You have to wait for the momentum to stop. You have to wait to like reach the highest bit of your jump. Like, everything feels so weighty, and not in like the best way. It really does feel like the entire game is held down with sandbags, you know. And it's hard to it's hard to intuit. Like, this part here is going to be really hard to intuit. Like, yeah, okay, so I jump. I don't glide, I jump. I've got to make sure I jump long enough to not upset the game or whatever. And what's happening now? Beg pardon? Why would I want to? So that's over now, at least. I do commend the originality of the puzzle, at least. And it is a... Oh, excuse me a second. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had to get a package. I have to praise the originality of the puzzle, and at least it is a platform-based one. It's not vehicular. Not gonna lie, good place to put a Dragonfly. The only really gonna notice at that point, I'm gonna stick with the electric breath because it has no use outside of those electric pylon things. In fact, let's use it here. There we are. Yeah, like, I have to give credit to A Hero's Tale as well. Like, it at least had some enemies that were... Like, enemies that actually react to it differently. They were stunned by it. They had different animations, different sounds. Some, I think, could only even be defeated by the electricity breath. But the point is that it wasn't just an afterthought. It wasn't just, like, there because... Well, I don't even know what the thought process here was to give Spyro Electro Breath. Like, it's one of those things that's like really hard to, I guess, conceptualize. Like, how do you make it not look stupid, you know? Like, you can explain fire breath as like having like a fire gland, or a poison breath, or a acid breath, or like even like a really cold breath or whatever. Oh, sorry, we can't do that, but we can do that. Yeah, it's just one of those things that's like, I don't know. It doesn't really look all that great in practice. I suppose like you can't really use many, like, because there is like an ice breath in the game, and you can do more with that, as demonstrated by Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer, or Ripto's Rage if you don't live in the real world. But yeah, the electricity breath, it's like they thought, well, we can't have an earth breath, okay, so that's one of the elements we can't have. What can we have? Let's go through the alphabet, shall we? And we land at E. Okay, we'll have electricity breath. What are you going to do with that? Well, electricity power shit, okay. Stuns enemies in World of Warcraft, or whatever the fuck. Great, okay. But I don't know. I'm just not really impressed with the idea. Like, no, I am impressed with the idea. I think the idea is okay. Electricity breath is fine, but you've got to give it something. It's got to have a reason to exist. Presently, it does not. I think I can get past there, but I don't know how yet. There's something about this level. Ah, here we are, up here. I think the electricity breath is actually less taxing on the console. Like fire breath, like the frame rate just drops to shit. Electricity breath though, no, the game can handle that much easier. That's the end of the level. Well, my graphics card just exploded then. Or it shat itself. Right, so that's the end of the level, so if we want to go back to this level, for whatever fucking reason, we can go through there. And don't forget to talk to him about the Dragonfly as well. So, we now need to figure out what the challenge here is. There are 8 scarecrows. We have to seek and destroy. Oh, no. Up there. Oh, they're all around here. Okay, right. It'd actually be nice if I could hit for shit. There's one more somewhere. Is he back over there? Not that I can see. Oh, come on. Where the fucking hell? Would help if this green mist wasn't here. Right. Oh, I lost my chance there. Okay, so I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna aim this time. When the aim wants to work, that is. It's nope, bloody inverted controls. That reminds me, my darling Larissa is looking to review one of the Buffy games. I think Chaos Bleeds, and she talks about like the inverted controls and whatnot. In case I do a let's play, I think that's the one I was missing. And yeah, it's like she wants to know how to do a review. If ever you want to review something, I get asked. I used to get asked this a lot. How do you get into reviews? And you just do it. You just write. You write what you're interested in, and sure enough, you'll come up with something that resembles a review. You'll eventually find your own style. Something that I know a lot of people tend to struggle with early on. I can go over there. Okay. I need to check all these sort of towers again. Make sure I'm not missing any gems or anything. But yeah, yeah. If you want to get into reviewing, start writing. Describe the game, and then you'll eventually find your own style. Not the best advice, but I only mimic what Ralph the Movie Maker says. How do I make movies? Make movies. Okay. Doesn't appear to be working, so I need to destroy the UFO. Or rather... Okay, so press the square button to zoom. Zoom ahead. We press the circle button to shoot, and we press the X button to grab ourselves the cows. We can shoot the ship, just use the better term, to stop it, to interrupt its cow napping. You know, I've never once seen, in all my years of like looking at the Spyro fandom or what, I've never in my days hear anyone say that this was necessary or fun. to the Spyro games. This just feels like a chore more than anything. And yeah, I guess I'm playing as Spyro rather than another character, and because it's a Spyro game, I'm here to play Spyro. Thank you, Hunter. Yeah, of course it is. Oh, no. Sounds like fun. That's the first lie we've found in this game. Yeah, never really heard that much praise for these sort of segments of a game. What if this... Oh, Christ almighty, right. So it appears as though they've got their own offense ships as well. Oh, no. Right, gotta take the ships out first, but it's a bit difficult when they spawn quicker than I can really do much about them. Christ! Oh, fuck off. There's a noticeable delay as well, like between, like for some reason, the thing has to fucking bump before you can get it to do anything. Thank God their own beams are hitting their UFO and they can't actually pick shit up. I think that's the one saving grace that I've got so far. It's like it has to, like that. What's with the hurdy fucking gurdy that's going on there? Why is that necessary for picking up the goddamn cows? Or not, as the case may be. It's more delays on an already tedious task. I'm trying to... I want to say nice things about this game. I really do. But they make it so friggin' difficult. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, for Christ's sakes! Hunter, you do know we need these things, don't you? No, I don't. Piss off. I don't feel like it. Bugger off. Save the game after that shit show. Christ. So how many gems have I got left to get in this level? It can't be many, but then I said that before. Crop Circle Country. I didn't even realise the name of the level. Okay! Oh boy howdy, we have 650, so I missed 150 and we've still got 2 gems left. 2 dragonflies left, and it looks like they may be in the world. Right, let's start at the beginning then, and work our way back. This is why every single level... Oh, god damn, now they've just spawned all the enemies, so I need to kill all the enemies so I know which ones drop which. Don't remember that being there before, unless it's just respawned again. Right, back to the beginning. Right, now what's this, I wonder? And can we talk to Farmer Dill about it? Oh, hello! There's just more gems here that we completely missed. That's good. Got anything for me, Farmer Dill? Some canyons. Okay. That's the first canyon activated. So you gotta go through the level all over again. Because it was so fun doing it the first time. Like, this isn't like the sort of like the mystery gem flasks, where like you had to go through the entire level again. Because that was fun. The level was worth seeing through the end. This is going through a level that's just far too big in the first place. Requiring just a breath attack. That sound. That is it just the fireflies? Pisses me off, you know. Like, I don't know which was the first game to recognize that, like, sound cues were a good idea. But they came out before this one did. Okay, I missed some vases up there, that's fine. I accept that I missed those. I'm probably not going to make that UFO in time, because I've got to do this platforming here. Of course, I forgot you had to charge. My apologies. See, I give this game a bad rap, but I will apologise for my mistakes. The things I give it grief for. Like, and this is the thing, I don't want to be too hard on the game because, like, I understand the realities of how the game was made. And the, the circumstances in which the game was made were a fucking shit show. Absolutely appalling. And I honestly find it strange that this wasn't given to another studio that like had experience. You know, like this is Spyro's first outing on multi-platform. You know, bearing in mind, of course, like this was like one of the biggest. This was like the beginning of like when multi-platform started to become more common. Like you had games on like the Super Nintendo and like the Sega Mega Drive or the Genesis and whatnot, but you know, like this was now becoming really commonplace where what's that sound? Hang on a second. Ah! Okay. I think there's something clever about this going on. If I shoot that to come down, where's that going to take me when it goes back up? Let's stay on and find out what happens. Is there going to be something on the ceiling? Where apparently the camera doesn't work. In fact, can I change the camera sensitivity? No. No, that's for the actual screen. Where should I do all that on? I also want the camera on active as well. Widescreen mode. I better not turn that on in case it fucks up the screen. Save the game. Is this platform going to go up anytime soon? Or is it waiting for me to hop off? I'll wait a few more seconds. It's definitely waiting for me to hop off. Yeah. Yeah, it's waiting for me to hop off. Because I was thinking, oh, it'll take me up there, and there'll be something up there. No. Apparently not. So, I think it's fair to say that I can make a first impression based on this game. How do I feel about it so far? What's the best thing it does? I would say the best thing it does is, despite the appalling circumstances in which it happens, like, for example, putting Spyro in crap vehicles, I do like that it gives the game back to Spyro. That you're not playing as multiple characters who, yeah, they're great in their own right. You know, I still actually want to play a Spyro game. Okay. So we've got to go back and talk to him for the Dragonfly then, because We've still got another one left. Right, okay, how many gems have I got left? Because I need to make a really serious effort now as to finding the last two. Or have I done one of the cannons out of order and the UFO's come back? Oh no, I see the UFO there, my apologies. So yeah, I have missed a cannon. Now the question is where? How the fucking hell did I miss that one? I do apologise, gang. But yeah, but like the worst thing is like I think like not even like the overly designed, no, oversized levels. It's not even the oversized levels. It's not even the like the bad graphics. It's honestly the sound design for me, and that goes for that. Soundtrack isn't great. The mixing itself is pretty bad. Yeah, it's like obvious sound cues like aren't there. I need to get in here somehow, or do I? What is it that I can see over there? Or is it just that I can see? Is there another challenge, maybe? UFO's attack. There's something else. There seems to be another one in the world that I haven't found, along with a load of gems. And like, this isn't one of those things where I think like it's going to be solved by just like going through a portal. Well, no, it must be, because I can't find the rest of the gems. And it's not... It can't be a power-up, because I haven't found any prompts where the other two power-ups would come in. Let me have a look at where we're going. Right, so it's not there because that's UFOs. So what portal would I need to take? Would it be the end? No, that's the end of level portal. We wouldn't go that way, right? Would we? Oh, great, now I've got to deal with all the fucking enemies again. I mean, they're not that big a threat, that's not my problem. Where's the last... They're not down there, so where... Where the fuck would I go next? Help, that's what I fucking need. There's no map, is there? Hints? God damn. Right, so there's no map function, so I can't see what levels I'm missing. The only thing I can think of is that portal there, but I'm pretty sure it's the level exit. I really don't want to come back to this, like, do one last part, coming back to all this shit that I've missed out on. Have you got anything for me? How very insightful of you. Jesus, they're getting hits like crazy. Right. It's a good job health comes back every 5 seconds. It's got to be the scarecrows, hasn't it? Oh, there's a load of gems up there. Is that going to be all 70 of them though? And how the fucking hell did I miss all those? I've probably actually pointed those out and saying, oh, those are the gems I need, and then forgot about them like a prig. Right, I need to go that way. Yeah, okay, I do apologise, gang. I fucked up. But this is not a. This is still building a very big case against the levels being far too large than they need to be. Well, that ain't all the gems, so that's yet another point against it. I keep hearing glass break. Like, is that an enemy breaking glass, or is that just a delayed sound effect? Because this is the thing, like, enemies would do that in like Spyro 1 and 2 at least. I can't remember 3 quite well enough. Has this guy got any information for me? But yeah, they would sometimes hit containers. Okay, right, so there is actually an objective involving the cows. Okay. That's one. No reaction to the bubble breath. Spyro enter the Dragonfly, everyone. Because this was apparently worth killing off Bentley. Not killing him off as such, but retiring him. Like, you couldn't have Agent Bird do this. Christ, of course you fucking are. Like, it was one thing a little Bo Peep losing a cow legs once. But I don't need this again, you know? I don't need to do this shit again. It wasn't that good the first time, okay? And it didn't need improvement. Oh, over there. They're starting to run away as well. What the fucking hell? I know PS2 isn't exactly like the pinnacle of animation and whatnot, but still. Don't bother. That was the fanfare for catching all 10 dragonflies. Yippee. Right, let's have a look at the atlas. It's going to take a while to load. It has to blur as it loads itself up. This is one gem missing. Gotta scour the entire fucking level for one, like, at least when there was a cluster of them. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. Now, looking for one, and those sound cues do not help in the slightest. And the render distance, like, used to be in the old games, if you were missing a gem, you could look towards the horizon and see a faint glimmer. No matter the render distance, it would show up. That does not happen here. No. Like those fireflies off in the distance, they could well be gems. They could be fireflies. And they used the graphics card budget on the PlayStation 2 for this green fog. That adds nothing. Has no place in the level. It has no reason to take up the memory, like Silent Hill's fog, where the render distance was too low, so they made it look creepy. There it is, right at the beginning. Thank Christ for that. I quite like that fanfare, I must admit. Not as good as the old na 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 na, but decent enough. It's over. It's fucking over. You know what? I've got another half an hour to do a video. But what can I do in half an hour? I could do another level though. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll end when we end, but in the meantime, I'll do what I can. So, we've got 2 more levels. We can go to the honeycomb place. We can go to Benidorm. We may even be able to unlock the cloud place, but I don't really fancy going there. So I think we'll go. Let's go somewhere with a bit of brightness to it. Let's go to Benidorm. Never mind. I do like that they tried with this one. They've got a nice sea and water thing. I don't think it was as obvious at the time that it's just spinning around in a circle. I remember it looking quite good for the time. So, let's have a look. First of all, in the water. There is lots of it. No impact with the underwater enemies. Great. Or with containers. Or with the foliage. There wasn't much collision with, like, collision sort of detection with the older games, but there was still that little bit of punch. There was a satisfying punch for like colliding with 3 enemies in a line or whatever. Like what was it, like Mystic Marsh in Spyro 1, sort of like built with that in mind. The music here isn't terrible. It sort of reminds me of like the Crash Twinsanity music, which it's hit or miss. And when it hits, it's really good, and when it misses, it's really bad. I know a lot of people love the soundtrack; they're wrong. But I mean, this one's okay. Like this song's alright. Oh, the tiki things from Spyro 2 have returned. An original container for the level, that's quite interesting. Usually, like, you have the generic containers like the blue and white phases. This is not a breath attack. You may be surprised to know. Was that the professor? No, it's Porkins or someone. Perkins, maybe? Parkins? How the fuck did you get here? I mean, you've got Flame Breath, you've got Charge. I better go back to the beginning as well, make sure we've got the other stuff. Yeah, so like levels would either have like the blue and white vases, or they'd have like those, like these baskets here. But it's nice to see that they've done something else differently. Similar sounds as well. I thought you said there were 2 switches. I ain't complaining if it means less for me to do, to be honest. If it makes my life easier in this game. Trying to look at the map, see if it's a reference to anything. No, I can't with the active camera. Jesus Christ! Like, save that for Skylanders Academy. Now, I do like the colour palette in this level. I really do. Like, I know that the levels were, like, artistically constipated. But no, it's like this one, they went full out into making, like, a really nice looking level. And a lot of this, in fact, I think this exact layout was essentially, like, ripped off for Spyro: A Hero's Tale, which I'd really like to play, and it would be a shame not to play it in, like, or at least record it in 60 FPS, because I'll tell you now, like, it was great playing that game on, like, the PS2, running so silky smooth. Yeah, like, when that game works, it's incredible. I don't mean, like, technically, I mean, like function, like, it's, like, design-wise, it has a lot of great ideas. And when it pulls them off, it works well, it's great. Like, I don't think A Hero's Tale really gets enough credit. I think it's definitely, I wouldn't say underrated. This is a topic on, like, the VGR forums. Like, underrated and underappreciated are 2 different things. So, okay. Yeah, haha, pork puns. Hammy. Good God. Yeah, it's like, yeah, like the music, like the music was great. The music was great. Like the different character elements were used. Right, it's fixed itself. I couldn't move. Couldn't pause. Oh, I still can't. And the game's fucked. Great. Great. Fan-fucking-tastic. So I can't move. It's a good job I was able to pause and quit the level and save the goddamn game. Right, I'm going back in there. I've got time. God fucking damn. So I've got to go back in there, do all that again. But all because I slipped off when I had bashed the thing. I'll tell you what we'll do while we're here, because this might actually come in handy. We're going to go back to the lobby and we're going to hand this in. I'll show you what it is. It's nothing spectacular. This is another criticism I have as well. I'll get back to Spyro Hero's Tale, maybe if I remember to. Like, having to leave... Like, congratulations, you got a power up in the middle or the beginning of the level. We don't know. We don't care. We're just going to plonk it anywhere in here. So we're going to give these players a power up that they can't use in the level. That's not useful in that level. And we're going to make them decide if they're going to turn it in at the end or if they're going to use it now, because it might come in handy later. There's one more, and that's the Frost Breath. So Wing Shield is that. And that, believe it or not, is the most useful power-up in the game, and you'll only need it once, for one level. For those who know, I would appreciate if you didn't spoil it. For the others, because I have to yet spoil it myself at some stage, because I forgot that I was trying to keep it a secret. But yeah, it's the only power-up that really feels like it was actually useful. Think of it as like Crash's Sprint being the most useful power-up in the game. That's what this is to Spyro, the Wing Shield. The idea being that, like, at least in, I think, other games, like, it would actually knock projectiles back. Like, it's so situational. It's like, you get that much health, like, I haven't needed it much, but there are so many health pickups in this game that respawn, like, the moment you turn the camera away, that it's not really necessary. So, Porkins is still behind bars. As far as I can tell. No, he's not. Right, great. I'm just going to very quickly check over these, make sure that all the enemies are slain before I move on. I think I hit him. I wouldn't know, because I can't tell if I'm hitting things or not. I do apologise for being so miserable in these episodes, but I do want to enjoy the game. I do want this to get good, but it does take its sweet time getting there. That's another thing about Wing Shield as well, is that Spyro's not overly keen on getting it done quickly. It also doesn't work underwater either. Yeah, Spyro Hero's Tale, like, that's a game I really want to play. It's very much against the formula, but like, I've come to appreciate it, and think it's honestly one of the best Spyro games. It's practically the best that one that isn't by Insomniac. The leap there is rather strange as well. Like you get so much jump on it, it's ridiculous. Not that big a complaint really, but just an observation more than anything. It just feels so different in comparison to what you're normally used to. What if my wing shield will come in handy here? Nope. No. It works on projectiles. Leak a fucking way because it's going to piss me off. So. Okay, so I've got to shoot all these targets that we can only hit with a fireball. What the fuck is this? What the... What the hell targeting is that? No, it isn't. Piss off. You know, the more I play this, it's like, do I think that with like more the less I start to think like, hey, this actually could have been a good Spyro game if it controlled well, because its problems are more numerous than that. I'm not going to say it's rooted deeper than that. That doesn't apply to this game. It's that like good controls aren't going to fix it. They would go a long way. Performance would go a long way, but it's not going to fix the game. It doesn't destroy vases, apparently. That's interesting. I should have destroyed it eventually. So where are the rest of the targets then? Oh, so there's one up there. Bollocks. My apologies, gang. I am rather slack with this today. Oh, God. Hamlet. They've saved it. You know, one of the writers for Gex, like Gex Undercover Gecko and whatever the other one was that I don't give a shit about, one of the writers was from The Simpsons, and they had like a stand-up comedian do the voice work. And I think, you know what, like, I didn't really think much of the Gex games. That's because I didn't really play them all that much. I might actually give them another go, because I look at the writing for that and I think, you know what, some of those jokes are really good. But yeah, some of them are hammy, fine, fair enough. It's a 90s platformer. And like Gex was one of those like mascots with Tude, you know? Tude. Like Sonic. And what Spyro wanted to be. And some of the artwork would Crash, like wearing a tank top and like a massive gold medallion and, you know, beatbox behind him and whatnot. Remember that phase of like the early 2000s or 90s where like you had these like children's mascots but like made to look all gangster and shit? That's like I think Naughty Dog. I think it was actually like official artwork by Naughty Dog as well. Like they actually wanted to do that with Crash. As you can tell, I don't think much of it. But yeah, but at least like Gex got it right, you know. That's all the targets. That's what they're there for. Yeah, can I change breath, please? Thank you. Press the button enough fucking times. Why are we having trouble with this? To get all that way up, I have to go this entire route all over again. It's been a long time since I've seen a camera do that. It used to happen in games like Medieval. But the camera, like a physical object, would get caught on something or whatever. I haven't seen that happen in ages. Used to get it to happen all the time back in the day. But oh, I can't change breath until this meter's up. I try and just shoot the piss out of him, but he keeps knocking me off the fucking edge. So I gotta go back and do that again. I wish I could blame this game for me being pissed off at my dungeon masters for the way they run the game. I can't. But it's games like this that do. No, 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 no! No, oh, you... You know what? I'll do the route again just to get those last bits of gem. Dad's out today. I'll do a video. But nice and quiet. And I can talk to you guys as much as I want for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Might even be able to get 2 parts out. Maybe even do a session recap afterwards. More winding corridors. I hope you're seeing a pattern about the design of the game. It's really nice to see the developers had enough time to make one whole enemy for the underwater segments. Like, just a bit of variety would have been appreciated. Just a bit. At least they've actually spaced them out quite well. One of the problems with this game is like enemies are a bit all over the place. You either like you have lots of them in one bit, or you have them spread out quite inconsistently. Let's go to the surface, have a look there. Is there anything... Oh, level just disappeared. Fantastic. There's lots of stuff going on over here. I want to be over there. I will get to that portal that I've seen eventually, but for the time being... just have a look. Nope. Only works on projectiles. How many enemies have projectiles? Well, there's one less because to count because there's because those ones are in the water where it doesn't work. So really, actually, how many enemies are there in this game that use projectiles? Not counting the main one that we need to talk about later, which actually won't be too long. Thank you, Daisy, for making this so incredibly easy. What a shame that the title of this video is now likely to be Daisy is Easy. Let's see what's going on in here if we spawn all the enemies afterwards. Save the game while I'm on it. They weren't really supposed to voice that bit, but there you go. Similar controls really, the gun, like the net gun here. Okay, so a hunter's turn it into a race or something, or... Would be great if the recharge on it wasn't actually that bad. I like this music. I'm not gonna lie. This is making you nostalgic for the popcorn race of before. I think having a nail gun to the head is making me nostalgic as well. Because I'd rather be doing that than this. I appreciate the idea well enough. Christ, when Hunter's struggling, you know something's wrong. When the AI is missing. Fuck me. That is not normal, all of them. Playing until the meter runs out? Like, what's going on? Do you have to catch all the octopus as well? No, there's some more back here. Okay, fair enough. My apologies. Yay. No. Do I have to do that again? If that says Manta Ray Challenge 1, I am not going to be best pleased. I know in this goddamn game, I have to start from the beginning. Let's have a look. Okay, that's good. No Manta Ray 2. Further delay means of delaying you seeing the rest of the game, the level rather, so it can load in properly. I will say that I found the tricks very interesting, like, to begin with. Afterwards it becomes very annoying. And like, once you know that they're there, it's like, there's no mystery behind it, it's like, it's just annoying. Because instead of making like appropriately sized levels, what they've done is they've just ruined them by having really long corridors and these obviously connecting segments. You know, there is no screen. There is no screen wide enough. No FOV, field of view, that's quite great enough to allow me to see all the gems that I need to see on screen. All the information that I want on screen. a good job I recognise that as a climbable surface. Because the game doesn't make it overly clear. So I thought I could walk over it. Thought it was also a lot closer. Great. Thank Christ for that. That's the end of the level portal there. And now we've got this bit here. And a means to get here that we previously couldn't get to. And bonus level there. Now I mustn't forget that back up there is some goodies for me. Well, I say goodies, more stuff that I need to get, because if I quit this game not having completed it, I will be pissed. No, 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 not this one. No! I remember this. It's not awful, but... I was going to let that settle. I thought I was over. How naive of me. Oh Christ, it continues. Right, here we go. So circle, square, circle. Yep. Square, circle, X. Circle, square, circle, X. Circle, square, circle, X, triangle. Square, circle, X, triangle. Thank God that's over. They really wanted to be Banjo-Kazooie, didn't they? Really wanted to. Yeah, save the game, let's go. And save when I get there as well, to save time watching the animation. Circle. Circle. X. X circle X. X circle. X circle X square. X circle X square. Circle. X circle X square. Circle. Yeah. Circle. X square circle. X circle X square circle circle. X, circle. X square circle circle circle. X circle X square circle circle circle. X circle X square circle circle circle. X. X circle X square circle 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 X. X circle X square circle 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 X square. X circle X square circle 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 X square. Hey! That wasn't too bad. It's good to know my attention span has improved considerably since then, at least. Nah, maybe later. Right. That Riptok doesn't seem too unfriendly. They really wasted their most intimidating foes, didn't they, on the first level? God, he's gonna make me chase them all over the fucking place. Oh, he's gone back. I knew he was going to do that. So if I don't get him the first time, I've got to go round again. I knew I missed a jump. If my electricity breath would do the trick. Nope. All breath won't do it. It has to be fire. Right. Have I got everything on this ship? Because I'm not coming back here. I think in here there will be a speedway. Or is it just a dragonfly? Oh, how unfortunate. Sorry, what do like the Greek philosophers have to do with pork and tiki? Have I like missed something in like? I mean, I never did like Greek philosophy or any of that sort of stuff in history, so I'm not quite getting the link, the sausage link. Thank Christ for that. Oh, of course, yes. Everyone knows the grand philosopher Scuttlebutt. He's right up there with Homer, Socrates, and Plato. How could anyone forget Scuttlebutt? Right, what gems am I missing? Because I know that those are the goodies that I wanted from before. 11 gems, okay. That looks to me like a cluster. Right, let's start from the beginning of the level rather than go all the way back. You son of a bitch! It was there all along? I'll see you later.